Alright, so usually I do my Dukins in a first to start out my videos, but there was so much stuff I wanted to read this week and so many new number ones that I just kind of jumped into what I wanted to read. So the first things I read this week were Ghost Fleet, which was freaking awesome. Um, Mickey Reno in this, the Shadow Assassin, was cool. I liked how that the Axel the dog didn't die, and there was just so much good going on in this issue. Every issue of Ghost Fleet is amazing. If you're not reading Ghost Fleet, get on that. But there was a lot of stuff going on in this. Some back history that we didn't have before. It kind of seems like that first issue was kind of back history, and then everything since has been what's going on with the storyline that flashes back to stuff that is going on with that. I like this trace back story that was going on in this. Everything was just everything about this was just freaking amazing. This page was awesome. Yeah, like I said, if you're not reading Ghost Fleet, get on that and read it, because if you pick up the first issues of this comic, you're gonna like it and you're gonna want to read more, because each issue just gives a little more story about what's going on with this Ghost Fleet Sacred Organization and the people that are involved in it, and our main character Trace and his wife, and whatever this main, what is the main guy, the guy that leads Ghost Fleet's name? I don't know. But the secret organizations and everything that are involved with this, it's just crazy good every issue. And and then I read Birthright, another comic that is just crazy good every issue, and this issue is no exception. We're back on Earth, and we're waging war, and we still don't know whether or not he's a demon portal or not. But it appears as though he's probably a demon portal, and every issue of this, the last couple of pages of it, are something that's just like, not, I don't want to say mind blowing, but just like wow, It's like a good TV series that you get like the last 5 minutes of the show that makes you want the next issue. That's the way Birthright is, and the rest of the issue is good before that, but those last couple of pages in Birthright are always like, what's going to happen next? Every time I think I know what's going on, then something else happens, or somebody else is introduced, or something that just really makes me want another issue of that, man. I wish that could be like a weekly or something, man. That book is so freaking good. I read Lady Killer #2. I didn't really like Lady Killer #2 as much as I like Lady Killer #1. I really, really love the art in Lady Killer. And, well, who is the artist on this? Jolie Jones. There is some amazing art in Lady Killer. Where's that freaking double page thing that was going on? Yeah, this right here. I mean, there is some amazing art in this book, but I felt like issue 2 was a lot like issue 1. And while I really, really enjoyed the art, and I mean, it reminds me a lot of the TV series The Americans, and what's going on there. I really didn't care for the second issue near as much as I cared for the first, even though it was still pretty good. But it just seems like something to me that about 3 or 4 or 5 issues is going to really start to grate on me. But it's really good. The art in it is freaking beautiful. Next, I read The Woods. Every issue of this book is freaking amazing. Uh, this issue is really text heavy, gave us a lot of background on what's going on in the planet, and what exactly it is that they're going to have to do to try to correct the situation, which is really cool because the last issue seemed a little slow, but this one just ramped it all up. I mean, it made that whole slow worthwhile. Everything that was going on in this, yeah, all hell is about to break loose in this issue 10 of the Woods. And if you haven't picked up that first trade of the Woods, man, I can't beg you enough to go out and pick up that first trade of the Woods. This is issue 10, so I'm pretty sure the first trade was 5 issues, so this might be the end of this arc, and the beginning of the second trade will probably be out relatively soon. And then I read American Vampire, second cycle, number 6. And yeah, this was really freaking good, yet really, really bizarre. You know, you got all of the characters that we've been dealing with, Pearl and Skinner and everybody kind of all in the same place. Uh, Apparently, we were sending vampires into space in the 60s, and, you know, it just, this was a really, really good issue, and apparently now American Vampire next issue is fixing to be, like, in space. And, that's just freaking hilarious to me. I was really happy that Raphael Albuquerque was back on the art in this book because I missed him on that last issue. And, you know, but anyway, that was the first things that I picked up and read this week. And, you know, what did you guys read? What were your favorite comics this week? And I'm going to get off here and get Brad and read some comics.